So roughly 2 years ago, before the launch of Ryzen 5000, every YouTuber and tech reporter pointed towards one thing: the insane competition between megacorps for getting the crown of having the best silicon. Well, फिर COVID आया, and then anticipation took far longer than what everyone expected. But the time has finally come. AMD Ryzen 7000, RTX 4000, Intel Raptor Lake, Arc GPUs and even RDNA 3 are all headed our way before the end of this year. It's like the dawn of a new technology. But this video, as the title suggests, is about the RTX 4000, or like NVIDIA likes to call it right now, Project Beyond. So Project Beyond के teasers एक हफ्ते से चल रहे हैं, मतलब probably कल ही होने वाला है इसका launch. That's our best bet, and this is pointing towards the GTC event, which happens every 2 years. It actually happens every year, but every 2 years is when you get the new GPUs like clockwork. Now सबसे पहले बात करते हैं जिसके बारे में सबको तकलीफ रहती है, the pricing. The RTX 4090 has already been on sale in Vietnam for around $2,000 and all the leaks have been pointing towards $1,000 to $2,000 range. Matlab, our prediction, so to say, is that we'll probably see these cards at around 1.5 lakh-ish 4090. उसके आसपास खेलने वाला है प्राइस. That's our prediction. पता चल जाएगा कल ये सही था या गलत. बाकी सारे प्राइसेस आपकी स्क्रीन पे हैं. It's clear कि NVIDIA ने प्राइसिंग बढ़ा दी है, and we think it's mainly because of existing stock. Now, if you are not aware and if you've been living under a rock, I mean, the RTX 3000 series are in stock and काफी सारा stock है. और जिसकी वजह से these are retailing at really low prices, like in many cases below MSRP, especially the high-end variants. And the second thing is the Ethereum merge, which happened on 15th of September. So no more ETH mining. इसका मतलब सारे mining GPUs will end up in the second-hand market. So if NVIDIA were to sell the 4000 series at a cheaper price or launch low-price SKUs like the 4060 or 4050 right away, that would kill any market for the RTX 3000 series, which can still be sold. And by the way, are amazing GPUs on their own. Now let's talk about what do you get for the price you're paying this time. Now specs के बारे में हमने पिछली वीडियो में बात किया है, so you have it on your screen right now. CUDA cores, etc., etc. One thing we would like to mention again is the VRAM for the RTX 4080 hasn't been confirmed yet. There is a 12GB and 16GB variant being teased, तो ये हमें launch के बाद ही पता चलने वाला है. But for now, let's focus on the actual performance of the cards. So according to leaks, and some of these are credible, the 4090 has been benchmarked. These are on your screen. The Timespy score is especially mind-boggling. It's 20,000 plus. That's a 70% higher jump than the 3090 and doesn't even end there. The 4080 got a score of 15,000, 60% higher than the previous gen, and the 4070 kind of equalizes with the RTX 3090. Now hear that again, the 4070 equal to RTX 3090. Wow, that's like 2 generational leaps in a row. Now apart from synthetic benchmarks, there were actual real-world gaming benchmarks leaked. The 4090 is supposed to be 2.2 times faster than the previous gen. You know, it's really hard to believe, but our guess is it's probably all true and maybe then some. Because NVIDIA is on a 4nm process node, so most of these benefits are directly related to having a smaller transistor size. Price की बात हो गई, performance की बात हो गई. The power draw, probably this gen is going to be a big concern. Like ever since leaks started, there's been a recurring trend of people talking about power supply. So RTX 4090 will have a TDP of 450 watts for the regular cards, and the OC variants can actually use up to 660 watt to gain better performance. This explains why a leaked photo having 13 bloody heat sinks. Speaking about leaked photos, many people are also suggesting the high-end card will not fit in an average mid-tower. I mean, some of these variants are supposed to be 4-slot. That's also a 33% increase since last gen, by the way. Now coming back to the TDP, this is double power setting will be default in the 4000 series by having a dual BIOS configuration, and we are unsure if the performance leaks are based on the normal or the OC mode of these cards. But this is mainly done to make sure these cards will be able to run on older systems. We are 99% sure that all of these cards will be having ATX 3.0 connectors, but you don't need to worry because you probably just need a converter to make it work with a regular power supply. And finally, these cards will definitely be running on PCIe 5.0, so the 12th gen Intel guys can actually make use of their new shiny motherboards. We can't wait for the launch to happen. In fact, India mein it's being broadcasted in select theaters in major cities. Editor, please show the venues on screen. Let us know if you guys will be watching the event. आप लेने वाले हो क्या नहीं? By the way, मैं जा रहा हूँ कल उस event के लिए. So yeah, should I live stream that event? I don't know. NVIDIA is already live streaming, अपन लाइव स्ट्रीम का लाइव स्ट्रीम करेंगे, नहीं ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है। सो वीडियो पसंद आया तो लाइक करो, वरना कमेंट कर दो। Until next time, cheers, thank you for watching.